All right. What's up, everybody? I am Martian Cat, and I'm the community manager for Real Women of Gaming. We are playing Dune Awakening, continuing on where we left off last weekend. Let me get one more thing set up here, and then we will get on with the adventure. I wanted to make sure I had these set up. All right. Thank you, Jingo.
Trying to set this up so I can see the cats.
Okay. Let's see where we were last. We finished the trial because we had a spice dream. And now we have to gather some things. Oh. I'm really not thinking that I built this. I don't remember building this. So I think this was just somebody's house. Or did I build this? Oh, yes, I did build this last time. Never mind. I did. I just don't have power yet. Because, like, wait, this looks like something I would build. I just don't think I built it on stream is all. All right. Now, scam. Collect some. Hopefully we can find some fuel cells. Looks like there's some right here. It's a little warm over here. Let me go ahead and get back and put our fuel cell in the house. Okay. Okay, so with putting the fuel cell here in the power in the generator, it gives our house shielding from the horrible sandstorms that roll through the area. So it's protected from the elements. They consider it water sealed?
Yes.
Water sealed.
There's a lot less body water that way.
Right.
When you're in
Okay, so let's see. I have one of those. Oh, nope, I need to be in the house because that's a recipe that I need to learn. Schematic, there we go. Yes. Got that, got a blade. I have to look over the inventory and stuff on this one because my other character has a lot more stuff. So I was like, wait, what do I have on which character? I love the music in this game. It's very, like, low, but it's really good.
There are radio stations.
Oh yeah, there are radio stations, aren't there? In the social tab, yeah.
Yeah.
Communinet. So right now we don't have any stations up, so it's just the basic music playing. Let's see, Harvester Radio?
Deck. It turns out there'd been a suspicious death on the Great Harvester, and the crew was paralyzed with anger and fear. Unfortunately, anger and fear are bad for production. So I was ordered out of my comfortable existence in Arakeen to find the Sand Titan and make things right. As the last leg of my fragmented journey neared its completion, I examined Chief Thorne's guild record once more. Chief Thorne was a man of discipline and was well regarded by his crew. By all accounts, Thorne wasn't one to shirk his responsibilities or fail in his duties. Now, in fact, Thorne had never even been late for a single shift until that fateful night. My first interviews were with the tool pushers assigned to Thorne's shift.
He just didn't show up.
I knew right away something was wrong.
Something
So I
exploded.
went down to check his cabin, but he wasn't there.
We were between two Coriolis fronts at the time, so we were running dark.
That means we were operating mechanical only. All electronic systems have to be shut down. You know, to protect against the heavy electromagnetic interference generated by the storms.
Anyhow, like I said, we were running dark. It means all holograms were offline. We had no quick way of finding them.
Yeah, the Titan's a massive beast.
So, what did you do?
We did it the slow way.
Come on, there's the mess, the crew deck, the crew lounges, the intake,
What am I doing?
processing deck, the storage rack, shaft disposal.
Oh, well, I'm gonna get killed here. I need to move my my toolbar around.
Going anywhere.
It was like he vanished.
I have my cutter ray on too, and I really need to put my blade on too.
Hours passed as the crew's anxiety grew with each tick of the clock. Then, in the early morning light, shift supervisor, Lena Orlov, made a gruesome discovery.
I found it. What was left of him, anyway. His body had been pulverized in the separator. I only knew it was him from the clotted tufts of blonde
Move
hair
that,
mixed into
move
the
this.
stew of blood and bone.
Move that. Okay.
Crew Chief Thorne was dead. That was for certain. And the circumstances of his death were anything but clear. But what might have been written off as an accident at first soon began to look more and more suspicious.
This isn't supposed to be possible. The mechanical separator had a failsafe built in.
One sec.
Dead man switch to prevent this very thing from happening. Someone had to deliberately override that and multiple other safety features to cause
Yes.
this.
At that point, Captain Andahar Noah, the Sand Titan's capable leader, sent his call for help before launching his own investigation. And among the crew, one name quickly rose to the surface. Deckhand Rico Marr. After an anonymous report, Rico had been investigated for skimming unprocessed spice, an offense that led to a heated confrontation with Crew Chief Thorne.
It's kind of cool getting these little stories here. I didn't even know about this. I mean, I knew that they were radio. I didn't know they were telling all these stories on this one.
Captain Noah's Oath Day. I was passing through the lounge on my way to pick up the cake.
And what did you see when you got there?
Thorne and Rico going at it. Well, there was a lot of yelling at first, but it got physical quick.
Identify yourself.
Rico is a big guy, but Thorne...
Is
Thorne
that
was
good for identification?
beating on Rico. We separated them before it got too bad, but you can see for yourself. The holocam caught the last part.
You think you can humiliate me like this? I'll be shitting teeth for a month. Count yourself lucky. In the old days, they would have fed you to the mechanical separator. I have no bloody idea how that got there. I've never seen that before.
Go and bring
The
Jingo
incident
over.
had been diffused, for the time being. But the tension between Thorne and Rico was palpable. Was it enough to drive Rico Ma to murder? That's what I was working to find out.
I was shift supervisor in Chief Thorne's next rotation.
And how would you characterize Thorne's state of mind?
Thorne was worried. He didn't report the fight with Rico straight away, which is weird for such a straight arrow.
What happened next?
We don't know all the details, but holocam coverage tracked Rico to Thorne's cabin later the same night. And there was some kind of second altercation.
Did Rico have an alibi for the time of Thorne's disappearance?
No, he didn't. He claimed he was in his quarters the whole time. But the storm front had closed in and we were running dark. There was no way to confirm his location with the holocams.
So, with suspicions mounting against the deckhand, Captain Noah ordered Rico Ma to the brig.
And what we found next raised even more questions.
What am I looking at?
That's a mnemonic film wire containing a coded message to Thorne.
I knew exactly what it was, but I wanted to learn what the shift supervisor knew.
Far as we could tell, the code was based on old cipher used by Atreides signal intelligence.
The plot was thickening. Why was Thorne receiving secret messages from the Atreides? And why was that message in
And then
Rico's
that's
possession?
our little house over there.
I hadn't decided yet whether Rico was lying or not, but it seemed the crew had made up their minds.
Let us in there. Just give us 5 minutes with our good friend Rico. We promise to be nice. You there?
Give us 5 minutes with our friend Rico. We promise to be nice.
Communications specialist Jeb Dolan
Like,
was
sure, of
tasked with
course.
deciphering the secret message, and I tried to impress upon him the importance of doing a quick but thorough job. What started as a murder was rapidly becoming something else, and I had to get to the bottom of it quickly. The Spice Miners Guild had a mandate to remain neutral in the ongoing war of assassins, and had successfully done so. Thus far, or had we?
Join us again next time, as new secrets are revealed, and we dive deeper into the enigmatic death of Thorne. But until then, stay vigilant and watch the sands, until death on the Titan returns.
Oh, there's a lot of y'all. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. It seems like we went from like a radio drama to, you know, or a regularly scheduled
wild?
music program, you know? That's kind of cool. I like that. Ooh, y'all blowing things up down here. What? Yes, I am here. What backup?
Let's get the bastard.
Oh, you don't have to say such mean things.
Identify yourself.
Do I have to? Like, what if I don't want to identify myself? Do I have to do that?
I see someone.
I identify as ammunition. Blam.
Oh man, it's got some Miami Vice kind of vibes to it right here.
White Ferrari.
Yeah. It's kind of funky. I like it.
Who's there? Someone's here.
Someone is here. And then soon I will be out there. Shooting at you guys. What the? Ma'am.
Enemy found. I've got you covered.
It totally sounds like an old Nintendo video game. So funny.
What, the classics? Yeah, their classics do sound like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario.
Yeah.
That's the channel I usually listen to.
Oh, yeah. That's good. My settings didn't work like I wanted. 1 second. Hopefully this will work better. There we go.
This is your master inspirator with the daily motivational. Today we must remember
Daily motivational.
we don't
I like
work
that.
for recognition, but to work worthy of recognition.
Okay.
I need reinforcement. Eyes on enemy.
Come on. How am I supposed to get these dudes with this slow blade if it's literally a slow blade, you know? He had to come down the stairs. I'm glad you put me onto this, Jingo. This is pretty good. Didn't mean to use my power there. Nice. Ow! That one was booby trapped.
Reveal yourself.
The Combined Harness Community Theater presents an Arakin Playhouse production of 5 Days at Carthage. Brought to you by the generous patronage of the Padishah Emperor and the tireless support of the Spice Miners Fellowship and the Leisure Committee. And now, it's time to dim the lights and return with us to those fateful days before catastrophe came calling. It's part 2 of 5 Days at Carthage.
The Imperial Scenarist Guild has been provided unfettered access to the sealed records and testimonies of those who survived the Carthage incident. The following dramatization represents the official truth, as judged and signed by the Imperial Chamber Court and Aulic Council.
So let us journey then to the burning sands of Arrakis, a desert planet in a far-flung corner of the known universe.
These radio dramas are just too cool. I love this.
94, and the war of assassins between House Atreides and their ancient enemy House Harkonnen is well underway. We join our story in the bleak hills of the Simpo Uplands, a barren and windswept place, devoid of any life. Devoid, but for the crew of smugglers carefully negotiating the rat-blasted hellscape.
The locals say these hills are haunted.
Locals. A half-blind fortune teller in Arson said these hills were wild with evil spirits.
She called them Jinn.
The bigger question is, how the hell a half-blind fortune teller in Arson knew to talk about these hills at all?
Did we not agree to keep quiet about coming here? Simple was a restricted sector. Sardaukar kill on sight if they find you.
I didn't say we were coming. I asked if it was haunted. Chingo and Max were saying it was, and I don't want any part of any ghosts or jinns or whatever.
So, what did your half-blind fortune teller say?
He told us an old grabbing tale about the jinn. Angry spirits, born when someone dies suddenly and violently, without knowing the how or why of it. Sorry, Stisk. Val said you had people in Simpo.
Whee! Woo!
Contact. Get ready. Around the next bend on my mark. Go!
Hold up! Hold up!
What? What is it?
Dang, like something crashed in here or something.
I got some on my boots.
Yeah.
Looks like it could have been a kit fox. Here's a bit of tail.
Boss, if anyone else is in this sector, that was very loud.
What are we doing here anyway? I'm told this is a restricted sector. The sort of
Yeah, because there's a big fire down here and there's no people.
Sense of humor. Let's kill her.
Ha! You can try.
Time to move.
We're here for an old family heirloom. A necklace I left in the care of my sister.
Didn't mark you as the sentimental type.
Sentimental got nothing to do with it. What's mine is mine. As long as my toad of a mother didn't find it and trade it for a pinch of spice.
What makes you think it isn't a hardened pile of scrap with the rest of the place?
Maybe it is. That's what we're here to find out.
What is this stuff?
Regular old sand. Heated to 5,500 degrees.
Who did this?
Surprised you don't know. Your Honorable Duke was in the thick of it.
It was before she arrived on Arrakis. And not a story either side wishes to tell.
What's the story, Val?
Simcoe was a Harkonnen village. Even after Shannon took Arrakis from us.
I'm establishing a base close to the outpost.
Anyway,
Okay.
It seems the town water system had a crack in it, or a deficiency of some kind. But no matter how many times the village petitioned us for help, they were met with typical Harkonnen indifference. Granted, we had a war of assassins to wage, and there were other priorities. But that didn't sit so well with the younger folk in the town.
Seems that dying of thirst makes you cranky. Go figure.
So let me guess. They went behind your backs to the Atreides.
Yeah, you got a smart one here, Val. Don't screw it up.
Of course. The clever bastard Dufir Hawat immediately saw both the strategic and propagandic value in turning a Harkonnen stronghold.
I see someone.
Duke Leto tasked his best men with the job.
Where is
I don't think
everybody?
propagandic is a word, big ox.
What did the Harks do?
Harkonnen loyalists within the town began a campaign of sabotage to discredit the Atreides and undermine the system project.
Typical Harkonnen treachery.
A superficial investigation uncovered the treachery, but the Atreides engineers couldn't prove their innocence and were ultimately arrested.
Sure that didn't sit well with the Duke.
The Atreides acted quickly and decisively, deploying a full garrison to free their engineers and install the new town leadership.
I'm sure that fat slave of a bear would love to hear that.
He did not. That spread too thin to do much about. Even when the new town leadership formalized their fealty to House Atreides.
Good for them. Sorry, Val, but your old crew were a band of snakes.
You must never be sorry for observing the truth. But at the same time, snakes are at their most dangerous.
Target found.
What happened?
The Baron grew tired of losing ground to the Atreides. He dispatched the biggest snake of all.
Reload.
Oh no! I died.
The destruction of
Shields up.
Simcoe.
No, it's bueno.
A message to those who contemplated disloyalty. A massive host of Harkonnen house troops arrived in the dead of night to encompass the town. Outnumbered and surrounded,
It was all the Atreides could do to fall back and await reinforcements.
The heart.
That's the first time I like died like that.
I did not know that.
Of course you didn't, kid, but I don't hold that against you. I hold it against every other living and breathing Harkonnen and anyone who serves them.
That still doesn't explain the melted sand.
When the sun rose the next morning, the Atreides emerged from their bunker to find the Harkonnens were gone. Their relief was short-lived, though, when fire began to rain from the sky.
The Baron kept a stockpile of ancient siege artillery from the old Empire.
And did this?
The Atreides force and most of the town were incinerated in their beds. Just in time for a massive Coriolis storm to come along and blow away anything left behind.
Sorry to interrupt your Greek tragedy, but I think we're being followed.
We are. For the last 2 clicks or so. Keep going, we're almost there.
Almost where?
The rubble pile that used to be my home. This way. Here it is. Not much to look at topside.
Topside?
Cover me.
More stone.
Guess I was born a smuggler. Pull it shut behind you.
Damn. It's all scorched and melted.
I was worried about that.
Reveal
The
yourself.
heat from the bombardment must have cooked this place like an oven.
So we came all this way for nothing.
Not for nothing. We're in business.
Huh. What kind of necklace is that?
Shield up!
Shit. I thought we'd have more time.
What's the plan here, boss?
Same as always. Kill them before they kill us.
What? Wait. There's Disc.
Probably have the scabs and the Haggabees.
Die!
How are we on ammo? We don't have far to go.
We don't?
Trust me.
Out of stamina. I gotta figure out something to fix that. 'Cause that's just bad.
3, you're gonna put a full burst through the hatch.
And then?
Run like hell.
That's not the plan.
3, 2.
Your hydration level affects your stamina.
I'm at like 3/4 though. Ah! And my heat, I'm sure.
Reloading. Head for that ruined house.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're overheated that your stamina is probably taking a nerf.
Captain's been tried for months. He's grabbing that under a total prohibition on alcohol.
No, he's a real fact.
Then what are we drinking when we get there?
Oh, ye of little faith. On 3. Grenade.
No. Let me up.
2. Grenades out.
Ah!
Who's that?
Almost there.
Well, if you want to come through and help, you can.
Yep, I'm just getting this face done and then I'll be right there.
I gotta go get my stuff.
Keep going. All the way to the back.
The dead end?
Here.
Yeah. What is happening here?
Sentimental family heirloom.
It is now. Inside, quick.
Closing door. Hundreds of them out there.
Trying to get in here.
We ride home in style. Val, get the lights.
Nice. It's a Mark IV medium chum gunship.
Can you fly it?
Does a worm shit in the sand?
Mount up.
You know this is overkill for a bunch of scabs.
The gunship isn't for the scabs. Check the hold.
Shy Halud. That's a lot of booze.
Stisk, you crafty devil.
Told you, Val. First round's on me.
Buckle in. Next stop, Carthage.
That is a long piece of sand between me and you. Hope I'm not warm.
I'll get it. Don't worry about it. try again to get my stuff.
I'm hoping there's water in here to drink.
Water in where?
In this stronghold.
Oh.
No, there's just a butt kicking in here.
And my knife is like garbage. It's not helpful. I definitely need a better one. I need a better gun too. So I'll have to work on that. So there's a crash here.
It's bad that they make you start out with the spitwad gun.
Yeah.
Efforts are in this damn building.
Yeah. I'm going through that right now.
Like 6 of them will come out.
This is Dune Man Keith Villari, reminding you to ground yourself and your equipment when a sandstorm is reported. My crew kept working through the first and second warnings until static electricity shorted out our transmitter. As a result, we missed the warning, telling us the storm was bearing down on our position. Aye, many widows were made that day. Be profitable. Be safe.
Eyes on hostile. Shield on.
We got it.
It's time to die.
Is it? I don't think so. Oh, hold on. Is that something that I can change?
You can go to the social tab.
Alright, well, hold on. Hold on, I'm getting shot. Ugh. I got my stuff back so I can run, really. I don't see any more of my skulls on the thing. Oh, there's a bunch of birds or something coming out of there. Okay. You should have all that access and stuff now. I have almost all of the salvage metal I need to make the still suit. Should be a good amount nearby. I must have listened to everything on the radio station here.
Secrets and
Oh, never mind.
run
It came back.
in the crew of a legendary spice harvester. It seems there is more to fear on the dunes than monstrous worms and deadly storms. Sometimes, death comes in the guise of those you trust the most. Join us on our continued search for the truth behind the disappearance of Chief Jarek Thorne. It's Death on the Titan, Episode 2, Web of Fear.
Crew Chief Jarek Thorne died under questionable circumstances following a heated argument with deckhand Rico Marr. And while searching Rico's locker, Captain Noah discovered a coded message from Atreides intelligence addressed to the dead crew chief. I started the day by reviewing the recording of Captain Noah's initial interrogation of Rico Marr.
Rico, now why don't you come clean?
I have an oil refinery, a fabricator,
How'd it
and
get
a
there?
second power generator.
Cool.
You can tell me.
Oh, thank you.
Or you can wait until whatever hatchet man the Spice Miners Guild is sending.
Yeah, because my stuff isn't cutting it.
Solve Chief Thorne.
Yeah, this dollar store nonsense is not cool.
Chief Thorne's death is the least of it. The man the guild sends is here to get the spice flowing again. And that won't happen until the crew settles. It won't? No. Fortunately for you, Chief Thorne was well liked, and the crew was out for blood. I suppose the easiest thing for me to do would be to hand you over. Let the crew tear you apart.
So it was all like a put together when from my shopping trip to S-Mart.
Are
don't
sand
know
mark.
anything about any mnemic film or anything like that. Someone must have planted it.
Shop smart.
I need more from you, Rico. How did you know about the message, and who ordered you to steal it? No. Why would I risk everything for some stupid message? Yes, Thorn and I fought. That doesn't mean I killed him.
Rico was adamant that he spent the night of Thorn's murder alone, in his bunk. That is, until a witness came forward saying otherwise.
Sorry, Captain, I didn't remember it first, but I did see Rico that night.
You saw him? Where?
Slipping into the sugar wire hut.
Okay, I was there. I saw the message come in and I took it. But I didn't kill Thorn.
It was at this point I arrived.
I thought I had more salvage metal than that.
I probably used it building these devices.
Oh, okay.
Because it pulls from storage. I'll go get more.
He was threatening to ruin my life.
I'm so close to building my still suit.
Sir, your hand, son. Place it flat on the table. Like this. That knife is clear through your hand now. And if you ever want to have relations with it again, it's time to start talking. Or I could just twist.
No further application of pressure was necessary, as Rico Ma finally confessed.
Tessa put me up to it. It was her all along. She knew Thorn was getting those messages. She wanted to expose him, get him kicked out. It was all her idea.
Tessa Lim, the engineer. My investigation into Tessa Lim took me to the operator of the sugar wire shack during Thorn's rotation.
Conflict? You could say there was conflict between Thorn and Tessa. We couldn't decide if they hated each other or had some secret, twisted thing going on when no one was looking. I guess hate won out in the end.
What was the source of conflict between Thorn and Tessa?
Everything. From resource allocation to safety protocols. She was never happy with a single decision he made.
What about the encrypted messages?
Thorn received a few of them over the past months. I never decoded them. Thorn handled that himself.
One by one, the pieces began to fall into place. Engineer Tessa Lim had a combative relationship with her crew chief and wanted him out of the way. But I knew there had to be more to it. And to discover what that was, I would have to go to the source. Thank you for cooperating, Tessa.
Oh, what choice do I have?
Tell me about Thorn.
Thorn was a special kind of incompetent. The danger is it wasn't personal. His bad decisions put our lives at risk.
He was well regarded by the crew.
Big whoop. So he was popular. Doesn't mean he was good at his job.
How does Rico fit into it?
I never told Rico to steal anything, but I knew Thorn was receiving those messages on the down low. And when Rico came back with his face busted in, maybe I put the idea in his head.
To steal the message.
Yeah, but if anyone needs to be investigated here, it's Lena Orlov. Hart and Thorn had something going on.
Interesting. I've heard from others that you and Thorn had something going on.
Don't make me throw up. Jarek Thorn makes the Harkonnen look attractive by comparison.
Tell me about Orlov.
Start with, Rico sleeps in a bunk. Thorn has a cabin with
Cool. I got the salvage metal I need.
Orlov can see through
Got your still suit together?
Yeah.
That's good. As soon as we get enough copper together, we'll have buggies. Because I unlocked how to build them.
Sweet.
How else could she have such intimate
Not
knowledge
buggies,
of his
bikes.
thoughts and plans?
Right.
The accusations were flying fast and loose, and tensions were running high. As I wrapped up the interview with Tessa, she dropped another bombshell.
And if Rico was supposed to be in the sugar wire shack alone that night, where was Jeb, our trusted operator?
The mystery deepens on the Sand Titan as the web of deception grows. What is the truth about the relationship between Thorne and his shift supervisor? And what was Shigawire operator Jeb really up to at the time of the murder? The truth is out there, dear listener. Buried in the sands of fate.
Must remember that I don't have one of those cool belt thingies that'll let you just slide to the ground.
Yeah. And the one that I found is like busted now. So, you know. Just gonna take this time, take a short little break while I'm making my armor. Be right back.
This is Harvester Radio, the voice of the Spice Miners Guild, broadcasting from Hephaeston Depository at frequency 732.4 on your local Communinet dial.
All right. And I'm back. Thanks for waiting. New armor is armored.
Impressive, off-worlder. Just remember, if you didn't connect the tubes between the casts and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces. And that does not count as hydration, by the way. I have good news, off-worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft the survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
Why does it keep trying to do a trade or something? I'm not touching anything. Oh. I need to make a new power pack. Are you making your suit? Whoa! Okay.
Got more copper cooking for that.
It's the Grabbin' Gang, presented by the Imperial Scenerist Guild and Linder and Gold Coffee. Wake up with Linder and Gold. We put the spice in it for you.
The Grabbin' Gang was recorded before a live studio audience.
Another day, another soul.
Repair
And there
station.
goes Frank flying by. Hello.
Hey there, neighbor! How do you like my new softer? Yeah, built it myself.
Yeah, I don't think I have access to the chemical thing.
I do. I'm just waiting for 2 more copper ingots to
Oh, okay.
make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not to worry, love. He missed our property entirely.
See, that's why I can't do the still suit. Because, well, I'm not high enough level. I haven't unlocked enough points.
Morning, sunshine.
Grabbin' life isn't for the faint of heart, but at least we keep it
What?
interesting.
Now, if I could just get this old water recycler working.
No.
Right mind would make it like... Oh, come on. Oh, fantastic. Oh, the screws are made out of Swiss cheese.
Nice.
Quality work here, boys. Yeah, lovely.
Well, thanks for helping me out and upgrading me.
That thing's older than your jokes. Give it up already.
Don't you listen to her, Betty.
Who's Betty?
What? The water recycler, of course.
At least we know who we're burying when she conks out for the last time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, almost got it. She just needs a little coaxing, and she'll start purring.
R.I.P. Betty. Gone, but not forgotten. Maybe you should get Frank to help.
Do you remember the last time we got Frank to help? You were visiting your sister in Hurricane, and Depot 12 got popped with that surprise inspection, yeah? Oh, you don't remember? The man said my hair was 3 centimeters over guild regs.
Oh, now I remember. You were kinda shaggy, Dove.
Well, I had no choice. I needed it cut.
And I told you to wait until I got home. I don't know why you would ever go to Frank.
Well, I looked like a bloody Harkonnen for weeks, love.
Mom, Dad, can you guys keep it down? I'm trying to hear my Communinet shows. Hey,
This
Julie,
sitcom
hon,
is hilarious.
Maybe you can do that outside and keep an ear open for worm sign.
You know, sandworm activity's up 9,000% since that bastard Xantara took out the shield wall.
How did Zentara take out the shield wall in one day, and it took you 6 months to build a shed?
Don't you compare me to that outlaw.
No, trust me. I've seen his holo. You don't compare at all.
Now, that's seditious talk, that is. He's an enemy of the Imperium.
Oh, that sounds like a good game for frisky time. Enemy of the Imperium. Ew, you two are gross.
Okay.
Oh, you're gross.
Dove.
What? Have you seen her bedroom? Or, and I dare you, have you smelled it?
Speaking of which, where's your mother?
If you put it together, it makes a good
Mum, what are you doing?
I'm teaching this thing some manners.
It's a sandworm, not a stray bag.
Do we have the wire going? All right.
I like it. Why do we have to live with the worms? I can take anything, Arrakis, but enough with the worms already.
Look, you heard what the science man said about our grabbing, yeah? To the worms, we're like a highway through the rock. But he also said they come through so fast, they don't even notice us.
We got a PSU,
We should charge them a toll.
the tread,
5 Solari per
inventory.
trip.
Then we could finally get a new ground
That's it.
guard.
Oh, and the hull.
And I wouldn't have to run so fast between rock islands.
Mm.
Speaking of which, it's off to the trade post.
I have 3 treads, a hull, PSU, and the inventory, and that's it.
Big news from Guild Authority. They're
Yeah, I didn't
sending
ha-
a
I didn't have that
security
other piece.
inspector to check on Depot 12.
Or another one. Well, didn't we have a security inspection last month?
We did, but that one needed some time
Thank you.
off after his visit.
Time off. Must be nice.
I'm not sure how nice it is. The Guild Medicant gave him 3 weeks in a tranquility pod.
A tranquility pod. Isn't that where they put the crazies?
Sounds perfect for you two.
Well, couldn't be worse than visiting your sister in Winsay.
Anyhow, this new inspector is supposed to be a real hard-nose. Name's Inspector Rix. Ooh, I knew who Rix was. He had a big one.
What? That's disgusting, Mum.
Oh, you know what I mean, right?
Yes, Mother, we all know.
It rhymes with Rix.
We get it, Mum.
Face it, Dove. Depot 12 isn't exactly known for having the tightest security system.
Now, don't talk about old Gus that way.
Who's old Gus?
He's, our security system. And he is just fine as long as he, doesn't drink hot Coulon milk.
What happens when he drinks hot Coulon milk?
The same thing that happens to anyone who drinks hot Coulon milk.
He locks himself in the toilet for 30 minutes?
No, he falls asleep, of course.
That's much better. Depot 12 had 3 sentries in the last quarter, Dove. The Spice Miners Guild is going to shut us down.
Well, not if I can help it. Me and
There's a fuel cell in Chem
Depot 12,
lab
the
for
most
you.
secure spice depot
Okay.
on Arrakis. Relax, huh? I've got us covered.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Hey, don't knock until you hear the plan, buddy boy. I rigged together a special security apparatus.
Frank, my dear, you are still picking bits of your last apparatus from your arse.
Don't remind me. Yeah, trust me, buddy. This one is foolproof. My best invention yet.
And that is what I'm afraid of.
Good morning, Depot 12. I'm here to conduct a thorough inspection of your current security initiatives. This sector is one of the worst in the Imperial Basin.
You can blame the Kirab for that, Inspector.
All right.
I'll decide where the blame goes, Dune Man. Now, show me your security.
Very good, Inspector. Frank?
Yes.
Oh, that's my cue. Sorry. Automaton awaken!
You want it or something?
What
No.
am I looking at?
I know where to
My
go
new
get one.
sentry automaton. I named him Gary.
Yeah, I would have made you one, but I don't have the spiced copper and stuff.
No, you need you can only make one per recipe you find. You have to find the recipe again to make a second one.
Oh.
But you can farm the recipe. But I'll take a still suit if you got the mats for that.
Frank?
Let's see what I got.
You must think we are the intruders, eh?
Oh, that's not good.
What do you mean that's not good, Frank?
I mean, maybe it's time to,
Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna need another inspector.
That's Sears in there.
I got this one in my hair.
Oh, another day, another Solari.
I don't have the thing that'll let you replicate your bike or store your bike. The thing that lets you store your bike. Okay. Having a bike is real handy. Thank you.
This is Dune Man Keith Villari. All guild brothers know about the danger of entanglement in harvesters. But what about the cost and equipment downtime? Each moving part must be carefully sanitized of blood, bone, and other viscera, costing your guild greatly in lost time and efficiency. Be profitable. Be safe.
The Combined Hornet Communinet Theater presents an Arakeen Playhouse production of 5 Days at Carthage. Brought to you by the generous patronage of the Padishah Emperor and the tireless support of the Spice Miners Fellowship and Leisure Committee. And now, it's time to dim the lights and return with us to those fateful days before catastrophe came calling. It's part 1 of 5 Days at Carthage.
The Imperial Scenarist Guild has been provided.
When you're done with your trial, we'll go and do some more exploring. Okay. Our spotlight friends are here, looks like.
Found him!
Oh, they got a couple ships out here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had that much patrolling going on. You're looking like I did trying to get that in here.
I had a crude comment, but I'm gonna keep that one to myself.
Thank you. I realize we need some light in here. Because it's very dark. I think this is going to just be a short stream today. I definitely wanted to get the bike set, wanted to get the still suit done, and then we'll work on getting over to the port, or the, not the port, but you know what I mean, the big where you pick up bounties. The outpost, that's what I'm thinking about. I think we'll do that next time. But next time I'll be on should be next Saturday. Let me look. I think I don't have anything going on that I'm aware of. And then we'll make it a little more action-packed. Then, of course, I'm Kat, and you can find me here on Twitch on my channel. It's Martian Cat, MartianKat. I'm also on YouTube, and this video will also be on YouTube, but I'm on YouTube with the same screen name that I also use on Twitch. On Blue Sky, I can be found at the same screen name, and then on Threads and Instagram, it's the same screen name, but with an underscore after it. Oh yeah, our bots are our bot is changing, so the command's not working today. But there it is. Oh, it kicked in. I was like, hey, wait, what? And then of course I stream here on Saturdays, generally from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern. But we're just cutting it a little short today, and that's all. You know, because I want to kind of plan and plot what we're going to do next. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see y'all next time. Laters.